Mapusa Market Mapping Project is a project that I have helped initiate with the Goa University as part of its Miranda Chair visiting professors program. When I was asked to invited to join this chair, I was wondering what kind of a project, art project that I could take up as part of it. I was very excited. So I've had a long association with Goa. I lived here for 4 or 5 years in the late 90s, and then after that I've been coming and going virtually every year, sometimes on work, sometimes as a tourist. I love Goa, and I'm also quite familiar with it over the years, and so when this program was offered to me, I was very keen on doing something special and interesting. And I remembered that Mapusa Market was one of my favorite places in Goa. It's like when people from outside of Goa talk about Goa, they talk about the beaches, they talk about the beautiful villages and the hills and all of that, and that is of course very beautiful, but to me Mapusa Market is special. It's like the heart of Goa in a way. I see Mapusa Market as like a microcosm of Goa, where so many different crafts and food and lifestyles and traditions and historical things are all sort of gathered into this really small, less than 1 square kilometer space where it's so intense and so exciting that I want. And also the way that market like Mapusa Market, historical markets, are facing many challenges, and apart from the challenge of infrastructure, of improvement of facilities and all of that, there's also the challenges of the new ways of retail business, shopping malls and so on and so forth. And so I thought that we should do something to document the history, culture and present day, everyday life of Mapusa Market through an arts project. Help bring the market and its special qualities into a public awareness. So that's how the project started, and I have to say that this exhibition is a result of just about 3 weeks of work with my group at the university. My group has turned out to be a very talented and very special group. They have dived into the project, and I think the exhibition reflects the amount of work and effort and enjoyment that they have experienced as part of this work. So I think this project this is a beginning. It's going to go on. This exhibition is like an exhibition of work in progress. It's not an exhibition of a completed project. So this project will go on over the next 3 years with support from the Goa University, and I'm looking to actually go much deeper into what we see today. I think in this exhibition, I should say, is like the tip of the iceberg.
No, but when somebody talks about Mapusa, they do talk about Mapusa Market.
Whether my friends come from Delhi or Bombay or London, they've all heard about Mapusa, and they ask me to, and sometimes they can't get away, and they make it a point to organize their trip so that they are here on Friday.
Yeah. Yes.
Orijit Sen. At this juncture, I'm very grateful to Mr. Orijit Sen for having chosen Mapusa Market as the subject of his study. The university also has backed him. When they approached the municipality, it was but natural, and I thought it was my duty to extend all the help and cooperation which I could, because we see that Mapusa Market is already on the international tourism map. But whoever comes visiting Goa, and especially when he comes for a guided tour of North Goa, his tour doesn't get complete unless he has a look at the Friday market. And all this time it was being only just showcased as a marketplace, but then first time we have a eminent personality who is chosen this as a subject of his study, and it's first time the market is getting documented, and the work which is going to compile is going to be there for posterity. It will help us also study the good and also to sort of overcome whatever the drawbacks or the problems which are being faced by not only the vendors but also the customers and the people who come visiting. So I'm very thankful to Mr. Sen, and I'm sure his work will inspire more people to venture into this type of studious activities. And I already told him yesterday when he came again to the council, anytime in future, do not hesitate, be free to call on us, and we are all there to help you.
The inauguration of the Mapusa Market.
ओरिजीत सेन गोवा युनिवर्सिटीतर्फे ताका म्हापसा मार्केटाच्या अभ्यासा खातीर 3 वर्सां ताका एक प्रोजेक्ट दिल्लो आसा, आनी तो विजिटींग प्रोफेसर म्हणूनय युनिवर्सिटीन मदीं मदीं लेक्चर दिवपाक वयता. तेणें आमकां अप्रोच केलो म्युनिसिपालिटी कडेन की म्हापसा मार्केटान जी मोठ्या प्रमाणात तो अभ्यास करता मार्केटाचो, आणि म्हापसा मार्केटाचें मॅपिंग म्हणजे पयल्याच फावट अशा प्रकारचो मार्केटाचो डिटेल कोण तरी एनालिसीस आनी अभ्यास करता. हेच्या पयलीं आमी पळयताले की म्हापसा मार्केट एक ट्युरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन, जे लोक गोंया पळोवपाक येतात ते म्हापसा मार्केटाक एक विजीट दिल्या शिवाय परत वचना. तेंचो टूर उत्तर गोंयचो स्पेशली सायट सीइंग टूर म्हापसा मार्केटाक एक विजीट दिल्या शिवाय पुरो जायना. आणि हांगासर सगळ्यो तरेच्यो वस्तू मेळटा म्हणून पयसच्यान लोक येता खरेदी करपाक. पण पयल्या फावट मार्केटची अशा पद्दतीन शास्त्रीय पद्दतीन एक स्टडी करपाचो एक प्रकल्प हेंच्यांनी सोडलेलो. त्या खातीर म्युनिसिपालिटी तर्फे ताका आमी पूर्ण सहकार्य दिता. आणि अशा प्रकारचो जेन्ना एक अभ्यास तयार जाता मार्केटा बद्दलचो, हेचो आमकां म्युनिसिपालिटीकूय फायदो जातलो, कारण आमी आतां म्हापसा मार्केटचो एक मास्टर प्लॅन करच्या खातीर कन्सल्टंट अपॉयंट करता, आनी पूर्ण मार्केटाचो एक सिस्टमॅटीक आनी प्लॅन्ड असो विकास जावचो म्हणून त्या खातीर आमचे आतां प्लॅनिंग आनी एग्जिक्युशन सुरू जातले.
In Sirsat Lodge, went up to the 3rd floor and went to the balcony, stationed his camera there, and he did the whole thing from there. Then over in front of the main gate, he actually included some of the vendors around saying, I'm putting my camera here. He can't stand there for 12 hours, so he has to go. So the vendors were looking after his camera while the pictures were being taken.
Actually, they're all very happy.
Yeah.
Incidentally, even Madhav is my neighbor.
Yes, I remember you telling me that. So this is his work.
Madhav Swar.
Madhav.
Yeah, this is his work.
And who holds me up in the university after that I've fallen. What has happened here is really very exciting, and I think Mario Miranda would have been delighted because this is a chair that honors him, fine arts. We're very lucky to have Orijit Sen, who's a renowned, internationally renowned graphic artist who is taking this marvelous project. It is his idea to document this historic market, and we have great cooperation from the people in the market. Every single shopkeeper, flower seller, vegetable seller, everyone has cooperated. And now we have the cooperation and the blessings of the mayor, who has promised a lot of help. So with all this, and since the project is going to take 3 years, I think we'll get a wonderful historical documentation archive. We've just found a photograph of one Mr. Baz, who's taken a photograph of this market when it was first built. So I think it's a great thing that's happening for Mapusa, for the market, and for our university.
This is from the market.
From a still camera.
Yeah, still camera. See, it's like, honest stand.
3 आठवड्यान केला इतलें ते मार्केट सुरू जाल्यार अशें आसलें.
सगळं माहिती
खूब खोशी जाली म्हाका. तर हे अशेंच तुमी फुडाकार घेवन ह्या बाजाराची स्वच्छता ही तुमी राखपाक जाय. कारण कितें जालां, हे बेळगांवचे कर्नाटकाचे भाजीवाले येतात, ट्रक हाडटात हांगासर, ट्रक हाडले थंय रस्त्याक लायतात आनी ती भाजी जी आसा पळय ती सगळी हुस्पितात आनी ती भाजी ती सगळे ते उडयतात. तर म्हाका मुन्सिपाल्टीक इतलें सांगपाचें आसा की चॅरपर्सनाक किंवा मुन्सिपाल्टीच्या चीफ ऑफिसराक, हे जे ट्रक हाडटात आनी हांगासर बाजारान हुस्पितात ते तांकां एक जागो दिवपाचो.
All the students will do it in Mapusa.
You come to Mapusa with an open heart, fill your car and go home with a smiling face. Mapusa needs a lot of improvement. I have outlined this in my recent book, Mapusa Yesterday and Today, where you will find most everything about Mapusa dating back to the mid-50s when I was schooling in Mapusa.
Okay, Rodney is the writer of his author's book on Asagam. So if you want to know, and he does
मार्केट पयशे कोणाक जाय तो मार्केट जाग्यार घाला. प्रॉब्लेम सुशोग या बसपाक बरो.
जायत्या गिरायकांच्यो गरजो पुरयता.
जायत्या गिरायकांच्यो गरजो पुरयता.
जायत्या व्यापाऱ्यांचे पोट तो भरता.
जायत्या व्यापाऱ्यांचे पोट तो भरता.
या बाजाराची आमी नितळसाण राखपाक जाय.
या बाजाराची आमी नितळसाण राखपाक जाय.
पावत्या दरान सगळ्यांक माल विकपाक जाय.
पावत्या दरान सगळ्यांक माल विकपाक जाय.
म्हापशेचो बाजार फामाद बाजार.
म्हापशेचो बाजार फामाद बाजार.